Hi, this is Dreams of Jeanie. I'm in my retreat room. It's my refuge from anything going on in the rest of the house or in our life or in the world, even. I do have a TV in here and I have some favorite books, and everything in here reflects me. I have a horse collection that's up over there. That is some of those horses I've had since I was probably 7 years old. I have a lot up on this corner over here is my yoga corner, which I've showed in other videos. And I have Buddhas and mermaids and candles and just kind of Zen stuff. I have all my yoga stuff over there, my um, bolster cushion and my yoga socks and blocks and all those kinds of things. And this room is just a saving grace for me many times. And I decided I'm just sitting here because it's quiet. Usually, I am trying out a new microphone. I used it in some earlier videos. I think it sounds very muffled, so I think maybe it wasn't close enough to my face. This is all new to me. This whole everything about making videos. I just started making videos on my iPhone, and eventually I got a couple of tripods. One's a selfie stick, and I have a remote control, so I'm not putting my arm up in the air to turn it on and off. So I'm kind of slowly learning how to do a few of those things, but very basic things. I don't know anything about editing. That's the next thing I want to learn how to make some more polished looks to my longer videos. The shorts are fairly easy to do. You can put a caption on them. There's an easy way to put a little thumbnail, so you put your best face on the front of it. But the editing for the longer videos in the different, like the rectangular view on the phone, I really don't know anything about that, and it's I'm going to have to sit down and do some studying of it. But there's a lot of YouTube videos that tell you about how to make YouTube videos. There's a ton of videos on YouTube about how to do YouTube. It's really amazing to me. There's a lot of videos also by older people who are way older than me doing YouTube channels and very successfully. I didn't start this with the goal of doing anything specific with it. I had no illusions that I would be a big YouTuber. This is just a way for me to just meet and just talk to people and just talk to people and get comfortable with talking to strangers. Not that I can't talk to strangers, but to a wider audience and to share some things about myself. And this has no connection to any of my social media. I've only told a handful of people I even have this channel because I think I mentioned it to my one of my close friends, and they said, "Why would you do that? Why not?" That was my answer. Why not? So I've seen several videos that say, "Don't tell anybody you're doing YouTube. You don't want to jinx the algorithm." And I don't really even know what that means, except however they put your videos out for people to see. So anyway, I'm working on my closet is one of the things I've done videos about, trying to redo my closet, get rid of all the clutter, the things I don't wear, and then figure out how to put together and wear the things I do have and make them look nice and not mature. I don't want to look mature, but I just want to look put together. And I'm going for a chic casual or casual chic, however you want to say it. I'm way far from that, but I've made some strides in my closet and made some really funny videos in there because it's just funny to go in there and look around at the stuff. And I've made a big mess now. I've made some videos about painting. I had decided I wanted to learn to paint. I've always wanted to. I wanted to take some lessons and learn to draw and paint. And so I started painting. My kids gave me some paints for Christmas a couple of years ago. So I've done some painting and videos about that. And that seems to be people seem to be really receptive to those and interested. I've gotten a lot of views on some of those videos. And I've done some videos talking about my daily yoga practice, which is so important to me. So many days, I feel so much better when I do my yoga. It also really helps my back and just helps keep me limber and make moving better. And I'd like to do some videos about travel when I get back to travel. We are going to Chicago to see our son next month, and I'm going to go to France and go on a Viking River cruise next spring. And those are two big things, but maybe some other things in between there. And I'd like to learn to cook more. I cook a lot, but I'd like to learn more involved things. I want to get out. I have a Julia Child book with Mastering the Art of French Cooking. I want to start learning how to do some of those things. My goal is like next week I'm going to make some beef bourguignon or boeuf bourguignon, however you say it in French. I took French in high school and junior high, believe it or not, and I really don't speak much French at all. But those are some of the things I'm interested in. And I'm rambling now because I'm just talking about just my interests. But That's what this channel is for. It's for me to just talk about the things that interest me and see if anybody else feels the same way, and if it reaches anybody and they want to hear more of what I have to say. So I'm hoping that this video sounds okay on this microphone. The last ones I did sounded very muffled, so I apologize for that if you saw one of those and heard how muffled it sounds. We'll see how this one does.